Hello and happy November! Today we are going to have a cozy autumnal self-care evening inspired by one of fall's most popular crops, and that is apples. So this afternoon, my mom and I decided to go on one of our weekly mother-daughter downtown dates. The leaves on our walk were so pretty, and it was raining very hard the whole time. We stopped by our local co-op grocery store, had caramel marshmallow lattes, and went to the public library to grab some books. I wanted to get some books to get me in the wintry mood for after I finish up my cozy fall reads this month. Now that we are home, it's time to light a candle and get working on some recipes to help us use up some of our orchard apples. I'm lighting Apple Weather today, which has notes of fresh farm stand apples, lavender leaves, and cinnamon bark. Reidea was kind enough to send me some of their lighters to try, and I've been using them for about a month now, and I really enjoy them. They are sleek and they come in lots of different colors. This one is just my black one, and they are electric instead of gas. On the bottom, it has a safety lock feature, so it only lights when switched on, and they're rechargeable. I actually just charged mine for the first time, even though I've been using it for quite a while now, so the charge lasts really long too. Since I'm affiliated, Reidea has given me a 20% off coupon code for me to share with you. So if you are interested in buying one, make sure you check the description box for the link and the discount code. Now let's get baking. Earlier this fall, Jose and I went to the apple orchard to pick apples in addition to the ones that we grew on our own tree. So you can about imagine that we have a lot of apples to work through. So today I'm going to start by baking my mom's apple cake recipe from the 80s. I'll leave the recipe also in the description box. This dessert is really easy to make and unique because it almost has the texture of a brownie. Once I finish chopping my apples, I keep them in lemon water to help prevent browning. I start the cake by sifting flour, baking soda, cinnamon and nutmeg, and salt. Then I set that aside so I can cream my butter and sugar together in a separate large bowl. I'm using half butter and half margarine. Add in the eggs and mix. Then I add my combined dry ingredients and mix. This part is weird because the cake batter at this point is pretty much the texture of a streusel, but that's good because when we add the apples, it adds a lot of moisture. Stir in the vanilla and pecans. Then time for the main ingredient, apples. Your batter should look like this. Then I scoop and spread it into my pan and pop it in the oven. In the meantime, while that bakes, I'm going to make an apple-cranberry compote that I can store and bring out to go alongside potato pancakes or on top of oatmeal or yogurt bowls. I'm not using a specific recipe on this, I just chopped about 10 apples and started with about 1/3 cup sugar and a splash of lemon juice, a sprinkle of cinnamon and nutmeg. Once it starts getting bubbly, I add in frozen cranberries. By the time I was done adding, I used about half the bag. I'm also sprinkling in some orange zest and another 1/3 cup of sugar to counter the tartness of the cranberries. Eventually, the cranberries start to pop and turn the apples slightly pink, and that's when it's done. And speaking of done, here's our cake. No topping is needed for this cake, but if you're feeling extra, whipped cream and caramel drizzle are always welcome. Now that our kitchen work is done, I'm going to have a slice of apple cake and start my apple-themed shower routine. Since the early days of Bath & Body Works in the 90s, apple has always been one of their iconic fragrances in the form of country apple. They've had lots of different apple fragrances since, and these are just a small sampling of all of the different kinds. Since we are in November, I want to go with a more rich, spiced cider theme, so I'll choose pumpkin apple cider as my scent of the night. I like to set up my shower by spritzing the fragrance mist into the steam so it scents the whole bathroom. First, I'm washing my hair with Native's warm cider and cinnamon. I love the fragrance, and it reminds me of Lush products because of the natural, herbaceous, smoky cinnamon. I tend to have dry hair, and this shampoo and conditioner are very moisturizing, so I also like it for that reason. Next, I'm using this Nourishing Apple Extract Body Wash by Bath & Body Works. This is a great layering product, and I've been using it for all of my fall routines that don't have a shower gel because of its simplistic apple fragrance. Then I'm using this Onyx Bathhouse Scrub Look on the Bright Cider Life, and it smells like a fruity, spiced cranberry cider, so perfect to go with this routine. I find that the fragrance lasts on my skin for a long time after coming out of the shower, and of course the colors of Onyx Bathhouse Scrubs make them so fun to use. Once out of the shower, I'm popping on this illuminating apple cider face mask back from when Bath & Body Works used to sell face masks. For deodorant, I have this Apple and White Tea by Dove, and this is a good fresh apple scent. Then I'm using my oldie but a goodie pumpkin apple cider body cream, which has notes of mulled apple cider, autumn gold pumpkin, buttered rum, warm praline, and a hint of spice. Yes, it's old, and yes, it's seen better days, but honestly, it still moisturizes well and smells good. Then last, to lock in the fragrance, I'm using that same scent in the Fine Fragrance Mist. I just think this scent is the definition of November. With a caramel apple cider in hand, I'm just going to wrap up the night with some reading. I'm currently reading the sequel to Winnie the Pooh, The House at Pooh Corner. I've always been a huge Winnie the Pooh fan, so this has been a comforting, woodlandy, autumnal read. And to go along at the same time, I got this from the library, and it's a nonfiction book about the 100-acre woods in real life. So far, I've learned a lot about the author of Winnie the Pooh and his actual son, Christopher Robin, his upbringing, the geographics of where Christopher Robin grew up and where he played, in the actual forests in a small town south of London. It's pretty neat. So yeah, I'm just going to read for the rest of the evening, and I hope that this video got you in the cozy fall mood or gave you some ideas on how to integrate apples more into your life. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!